With love, from Miss Sayé Yabandeh, Ambassador to the Galactic Federation of Light.
If there are not any closing messages, I would love to welcome Star.
Hi, Mommy.
Hi, Star. How are you feeling right now?
My vitals are very good. I'm not feeling anything bad.
That's really good. What is new with you and the hybrid children at this moment?
Just lots of learning, Mommy. We are getting the training that we need. I am doing something. I do apologize.
Hmm.
I'm a bit... Yes. Just lots of training, Mommy. Just many changes are happening, and we are making sure that we know everything that we need, even though everything is already within us, but we're not sure how we will react or how we will be able to receive or retrieve information once we are on Earth.
Yes.
So this is not being done out of fear, strictly as a precaution of things. I would like to be ready and know things before we arrive.
Yes. What has been the new training for you?
It is what I see is let me find words for you. Very mechanical. Certain things that I'm learning how to build and understand how things move. From the human perspective, this would look like robotics. That is what I am learning, and that is what I am trying to figure out.
So you're physically building a mechanical thing that is like a robot.
Well, humans, you as a whole, are losing certain knowledge. Slowly, it is not very quick, but not many are able to fix things as we see it. Therefore, we are being prepared for the idea that once we are on Earth, it is best to understand and know how to fix things. Be they small or big, be it a vehicle of a larger kind, or even a toaster. Even though there are other ways that I can see I can fix it, they would like us to know how to do it with our physical hands.
How wonderful.
Very it's very the word baffling comes up because I do not understand why can't I use other means of, let's say, fixing something, but I'm being told that I have to learn how to use only what you have on Earth. It is a bit, it's not frustrating, but it is a bit, my mind does not necessarily like the restriction of what I'm being given. Therefore, I am a bit distracted today in this connection with you because I have to think more. This is what it feels like. I have to put in more thought in what I'm doing.
Maybe it's because of the density of the earth, certain abilities that you have won't be available here because of that restriction of denser energy.
Yes, we do not know what will be available to us and what will not once we are down there. Even though I would use the word calculations, I should be able to do majority of things that I already know how to do here. But that is fine. I will learn.
Well, I thank you. One more thing I wanted to ask you. I know you're very excited and talkative
Yes.
today. I want to know about how is it coming along, if you have spent any time, to learning Farsi?
Well, I can't communicate that through this a body, mainly because
Yes, I'm aware.
it has a lack of knowledge of it, and it cannot. I do not have an option, which would be quite interesting if I did. But I do not have an option of putting more things into her mind
Yes.
that is possible to do. Oh, but yes, that is already very much in my memory bank, and it will think of it as it will activate when it's time, when I am presented with people that speak the language.
Okay. So it's already existing and it will get activated once we start talking.
Yes.
Beautiful. And in regards to travels, I know you and I will be traveling a lot once you arrive to go different places, encounter many people. And I want to know, how would this travel be like? I want to know, because right now I travel by plane and it's so slow and so time consuming. So how will it be when you and I will be traveling?
We will be traveling the same way at first until I create a different means of transportation. Oh, that is why they want me to know this. I will be creating different means of transportation. Once it is agreed upon with the human race, it would have to go through the process of checks and balances.
Yes.
But once it is agreed upon and we are being given, there are certain laws that will need to change, but that is still not
Yes.
for now. But yes, we will be traveling faster, Mommy.
Oh, that would be so good. Thank you so much. I was wondering if there will be a faster vehicle in a way for us to travel, as we will be
Yes,
traveling even more than what I am doing. Currently, I am traveling 2, 3 countries per month. And I know when you come, probably it's going to be more. So I
it
was
will
thinking,
be more. So
yes.
we will be using certain tunnels. We
Mhm.
will also be using, well, I would not do not want to give out too much, but once we know where the tunnels are and I can see them already on Earth,
Mhm.
it will be much easier to move. Think of it as it will sort of be like teleporting, but not really.
Yes. Yes, I'm aware of those tunnels. Actually, I'm aware of the ones that were recently discovered by human in Iran, the land that I was born in. So
You're
I am
talking
very,
about physical tunnels. I'm
yes.
talking about interdimensional tunnels.
Oh, you're talking about like portals.
Yes,
Beautiful.
they
So,
you call them portals, but we see them as tunnels. They look like, well, imagine a tunnel that was dug up, let's say, by a large worm. That
mm,
is the way they appear to me as I see them interdimensionally.
yes, the wormholes. So interesting and so exciting. Oh, so, so good, my beloved star. It is so good to connect with you once
I
again.
have grown, Mommy.
In what
I would
way?
like you to know I have grown.
In what way? Please share with me.
I am older.
Okay. Have your physicality changed?
Yes.
You
I
sound
have
it.
grown in height. I have grown in mind, what it feels like as well.
Would you be able to give your height measurement into?
Not necessarily the height measurement, but I will tell you that I'm closer to 15.
Oh,
As per human numbers.
I hope that does not jeopardize your arrival on Earth, because I know the hybrids that will be coming to Earth up to say.
Guys. But it does not mean that it does not jeopardize, but it does not mean that I do not still look. One moment. I do still look the same.
Hmm.
But the mind has grown.
So the mind
Not
has grown, but not physics.
not physically grown, but
Mhm.
the knowledge has made me grow. Huh.
Well, that's what we do. We grow,
Yes.
and that is wonderful.
I just find the process quite curious, Mommy.
Well,
Yes.
I am very excited to see your face and how your eyes are looking. What's the shape of your nose? What's the shape of your head? That's something that excites me. And I would love to know, to share with us about your birth process. Do you remember when the eggs were taken and they were put into the pod? How long was it into the incubator, and what was that process like?
I do not remember the taking of the eggs, but what I do remember is the feeling of being safe. So it was a separation from you, yes.
You
But it
felt being saved or
was safe.
safe? Okay.
But then also, it did not feel unsafe. It was more of, I knew where I was going, where I was being taken, and so did everyone who was with me. But I do remember being an embryo. It is just a feeling of bliss.
Hmm.
Well, for human embryos at times do undergo quite a lot of I'm searching for the word.
Transformation?
Well, transformation is physical, but even as an embryo, as a human, there is already a lot of information that it's coming in, and information comes in from many different layers. And it's coming in from the mother as an embryo within the body, but it is also coming in with everything that the mother is living through, along with everything that is happening outside of the female body, and everything that an embryo hears while still in the mother's womb. It's like it is being programmed already as it being created.
Wasn't this
Whereas, when I was created, it was just the feeling of, well, the closest feelings will be the joy and peace and bliss. Quite a difference as I tune into this human's body and her remembering of when she was in the womb. Huh.
And where were you placed to develop when you were an embryo?
It is sort of like an incubator. Whereas it feels like I'm in space. And endless, endless space of love.
And till what age, what human age, were you inside of the incubator and then exported out?
Quite much longer than the humans stay incubated within the womb, mainly because I did not have feeding properties, meaning I was not able to do certain things, even though I did develop much faster because I'm not a fully human baby. I was able to communicate already with others on the ship, but I needed to form up to a specific place. Well, as for human, this is roughly mummy, as I am putting dates I was about 2 years old. From the human, if I am looking at a human being.
Yes.
So I'm able to, maybe not exactly 2, maybe a little less, but I was already communicating with others and they were already teaching me things.
Were you able to walk?
That was what was missing. Once I'm able to walk, I don't think I was necessarily exactly 2 as humans do, but close to. And it's, in a way, there was space for me to, I did not need to crawl. I do not see, because I see in this human's mind the way that humans grow would be turning, crawling, walking, running. Whereas I did not necessarily crawl. There was no need, but there was a need to develop fully so that I could walk. Mummy, it's very interesting because I never looked at these as anything important. But as you ask me questions, I'm able also to learn from this because I'm able to see from this human's mind. And I hope she won't think of me as rude, but it is quite limiting to the minds that we have. I'm not trying to say that we are better. I am just observing the fact that the mind of a human is limiting, but you have abilities to open it up.
Yes.
It feels like within her mind, it feels like there are little partitions that can dissolve once new information comes in.
Yes.
Very
so good.
I am quite enjoying this because I am very much learning from the inside, and she can feel me roaming in her brain. Her head feels tingly.
She really enjoys bringing you in because she finds your energy uplifting and fun. So,
well, I believe it is because she has the same curiosity that I do when I come in, and I am, in a way, think about it as, well, I am a child as humans would see me, but it's, in a way, imagine a small child coming somewhere and touching everything everywhere. That's how it feels for her as I come in. I keep on touching everything and turning and seeing and asking questions of her, within her, and to understand more, because it is one thing to, yes, learn from where we are. It is a completely different thing to actually having an opportunity to come in and see human brain from the inside.
Ah, so good. I am so happy that you are learning through this interaction, and that was my intention for you. Before we wrap up,
Yes.
I want to know, what do you know about the Three-Eye Atlas comet? We call it the comet, but I know it's beyond that. That is approaching near Earth,
Yes.
especially Mars. What is it that you know about?
What I know is that there is a necessity for it to be there.
Yes.
For a specific reason. Is it something that you, mommy, need to be worried about? No.
Okay.
That is nothing for you to worry about necessarily, but it is needed. One moment. I'm trying to see if I can have access to any more information. The comet is bringing certain new things. How is it bringing it? One moment. It is bringing new foreign for humans, but it is bringing new life force as well.
I know that many of our Lyran families are behind this initiative.
Some of this, again, it is meant to reach, not necessarily fully, but it is meant to reach Earth. It is meant to be impacted by in certain ways, yes. Do I see, one moment, if I see the exact impact? There are quite a few ways that they're trying to bring things on. Yes, there will be several impacts. They're not big, but there will be connection or impact. I'm using the same word, but I'm trying to. When I say the word impact, I mean parts or the new life, so to speak, connecting to the Earth's atmosphere and going through it.
New life in energy form or in physical life?
It is from the human perspective, it would look as a bacterial form. But yes, it is all energy. Because humans, for the majority of you, will look at it as science-based, not understanding. Well, there will be a few scientists, as I see, that will see the energy change in it. I find it quite fascinating that you do not pass on so much information that comes in. It seems like certain groups keep it to themselves instead of spreading it fully to everyone.
Yes.
To have the knowledge.
At the moment, it is like that, but it is shifting as people are.
But yes, those who will be handling it will find out a lot of information that will be needed for rejuvenation and physical healing for the humans. But in energy, it will also, which humans, not necessarily those humans will understand, humans like you, mommy, will see it. The energy, well, you will mostly feel it, the shift, because with the penetration of the Earth's magnetic system.
Yes, the
It
magnetic
will
field.
a magnetic field. It will also very much shift
Yes.
things. But yes, that is what I see when it comes to that particular question that you asked, mommy.
Thank you so much. Do you know that you're not aware to see all the implants in my body? I had a meeting with our Syrian family, and they were able to point out a few implants. And I asked them that, and they said, yeah, Star is unable to see all of them.
Well, I'm still learning.
Okay, I just wanted you to know. Just being a mother and letting you know that there's room
Thank
for
you, mommy.
Oh, so good. I am delighted to speak with you today. It has been a long time for me. And thank you so much for coming through. I love you very much.
I love you too, mommy. I'm gonna go get back to building my robots.
Okay, dear. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, do I have to come back?
Oh, sweetie, you were having fun with Star.
With love, from Miss Sayé Yabandeh, Ambassador to the Galactic Federation of Light.